My beloved, my miracle, comes closer. Before the stars whispered your name to the skies, before you even took your first breath, I chose you. I anointed you with a mark so divine, even the heavens pause to admire you. And now, something has just happened that I must urgently show you. But promise me, promise right now, you won't run from this, because this moment, this message is no accident. Your person's friend just saw your picture, and what they said has already begun to shift destiny. My sweet child, Archangel Michael has been standing beside you all night. He saw the way your picture fell into the hands of someone unexpected. He saw how their expressions changed. He heard the words they whispered under their breath. Words not meant for the world, but words that carried power. Words that could open a door you've been begging me to open for months, maybe even years. You may be tempted to skip. I beg you not to, because if you knew what your name stirred in their soul, you would not sleep tonight. It's not just about love. It's about alignment. It's about a plan I orchestrated when I knit you together in your mother's womb. Listen to me, beautiful soul. That friend didn't just recognize your beauty. They saw something glowing around you. An energy, a light, a pull they could not explain. They saw what only angels see when they look at a chosen one. You, Archangel Michael says, this moment is crucial. This isn't just a random conversation. This is part of a heavenly setup. The friend is not just an outsider. They hold a piece of information your spirit has been craving. They carry the confirmation that your heart has been silently begging for. I know, child. I know how many nights you've cried out. I know how many signs you've watched fall away, thinking, maybe I forgot you, but I have been scripting something. And now the first page has just been turned. Your name, your face, your energy, it hit them like a lightning bolt wrapped in gentleness. That's why they froze. That's why they couldn't look away. That's why something shifted in the one you're thinking of right now. The one whose name dances with yours in the unseen realm. Stop scrolling. Stop doubting. Open your heart right now. Because what I am about to reveal next is not just for curiosity. It's for alignment. It's for awakening. It's for the divine moment. When heaven kisses earth and your purpose kisses opportunity. The friend, they spoke of you with reverence. They asked questions that only destiny can answer. They said, who is this? Why do I feel something just looking at them? And that question triggered something dormant, not just in them, but in the one you love. Archangel Michael saw it all. He is telling me to tell you that this will leave you breathless because it's more than just attraction. It's a soul awakening. It's a sacred stirring. It's the echo of a contract signed in the heavens before time began. And I need you to promise right here, right now, that you won't run from what I'm showing you, because every word from here on is encoded with miracle frequency. Yes, even this sentence. Before I go deeper, I need you to pause, take a breath, and look around. Everything is about to change. And if your heart feels that pressure in your chest, yes, that flutter, that holy squeeze, that's not anxiety, that's me. I'm pulling you into a moment of divine alignment. But before we go on, let me say this. Beloved, if your soul has been whispering for signs, and if you always feel these words were written just for you, then you are being called. Please don't ignore this calling. If your spirit burns for more signs like this, intimate, timely, and divinely led, then I want you to subscribe to this divine channel of love and truth. Don't let these moments pass without action, because each message will be a lifeline, a lamppost, a miracle waiting to break open inside you. Click and subscribe so you don't miss what the heavens whisper next. Because sometimes one message is all it takes to rewrite a story. Now let's go deeper. You see, the friend was not random. They were sent to recognize what others ignored. Sent to stir the soul of the one you love. Sent to be a mirror reflecting back something that had been hidden until now. Archangel Michael says the moment they saw your image, the energy shifted in the room. A silence fell. Not the awkward kind, the holy kind. The kind that happens when heaven enters the conversation, and the one you've been thinking of, they felt something too. They heard the friend say your name with curiosity, but something else echoed louder. They heard my voice. They heard me whisper, "This is the one." And they couldn't ignore it. Even if they've tried, even if pride or fear has kept them silent. Even if they've walked away before, this moment is different, because this moment was ordained. Child, I know you're tired. I know you're aching, but hear me. I would not bring you this message if it wasn't the divine time. And it is. The picture, the friend, the reaction, the shift. It's all part of the miracle unfolding. What happens next will prove to you that I never forgot your prayers, that I never left you waiting for no reason, that every delay had purpose and every tear was watering the roots of this moment. Michael says a message is coming. It may come through a dream, through a text, through a conversation that feels too precise to be coincidence. Do not brush it off. That's me answering what your heart couldn't put into words. So, don't close your heart now. Don't click away. The angels are still speaking, and you are still being pursued. What's about to happen next will leave you breathless, because your person, yes, the one you're thinking of, is about to see you in a way they've never seen anyone before. Not just physically, but spiritually. They will feel you in their dreams. They will hear your name like a song. They will carry you like a sacred echo, and that is how I planned it. Stay open. Stay ready, stay with me. Because the next word you read could be the moment everything changes forever. Of course, my beloved, let us continue right here, exactly where heaven left off. They will carry you like a sacred echo. And that is how I planned it, because I, the Lord your God, do not move without purpose. I do not send signs to tease you. I do not stir your heart for nothing. I stir because something divine is rising. I move because something holy is near. And tonight, yes, right now, is not just any night. The veil is thin. The wind is heavy with presence. And my angels are standing, still, watching, waiting for your heart to receive what it has waited so long to hear. The friend's reaction. That was the first knock. But now listen for the second. Because the one you love is about to look at you through new eyes. Eyes that see more than your face. Eyes that see your calling. They are being awakened to something. That was always true, but buried under distractions, ego, fear. And now those layers are being peeled back one by one until all that remains is the truth I wrote long ago. You were always theirs. They were always yours. And I, your father, was always orchestrating the reunion. Archangel Michael is whispering again. He says you must stay grounded. Don't run from this clarity. Don't dismiss this power because there's more. Child, can you feel the energy in your body right now? That's not stress. That's the vibration of truth aligning with destiny. That's the frequency of love tuning to its perfect pitch. That's the hum of heaven harmonizing with earth. Your person's friend didn't just see a picture. They saw a prophecy. They witnessed a moment that was written in the stars. And their words, oh, their words, they were not casual. They were catalysts. Each syllable is a key unlocking chambers in your person's heart that had long been sealed. Listen closely, my precious one. The friend's words were like pebbles dropped in a still pond. The ripples are still moving, still expanding. They're reaching shores you can't yet see, but I see them. I see how they're washing away doubts, eroding walls, and carving new paths for love to flow. Your person, they're feeling it too. Even if they don't understand it yet. Even if they try to rationalize it away. There's a stirring in their soul that defies logic, a pull towards you that feels both new and ancient. It's as if they're remembering something they never knew they forgot. This is the moment, child. The moment when the veil between what is and what could be grows thin. The moment when possibility dances with certainty. The moment when your prayers and their destiny collide in a burst of divine light. Don't doubt it. Don't question it. This is real. This is now. This is the answer to the longing that's lived in your bones. The friend's words were just the beginning. They were the match that lit a flame. And now, that flame is growing, spreading, illuminating truths that have been hidden in shadow. Your person is about to see you. Really see you. Not just with their eyes, but with their soul. They're going to recognize you in a way that transcends time and space. In a way that makes them wonder how they ever looked at anyone else. Archangel Michael wants you to know that this recognition, this awakening, it's not just about romance. It's about purpose. It's about two souls coming together to create something greater than themselves. It's about a love that heals, that inspires, that changes the world. So my beloved, my miracle, my chosen one, are you ready? Are you ready to step into this divine moment? Are you ready to receive the love that's been waiting for you since before time began? Are you ready to become who you were always meant to be? Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of this moment. Feel the sacredness of this calling. And know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are loved, you are seen, you are chosen. And what's about to unfold is nothing short of miraculous. Your person's friend saw your picture, but what they really saw was your destiny. And now, that destiny is rushing towards you with the force of 1,000 suns. Open your arms. Open your heart. The miracle is here. The love you've been waiting for is about to begin. That's a revelation. You're not imagining things, you're remembering. There was a moment before this life, before this world, when your spirit stood beside theirs and made a promise. And the picture, the one the friend saw, just triggered the remembering, the light that moved through their soul when they saw you. That wasn't earthly admiration. That was spiritual recognition, and now the ripple has begun. One glance has turned into a series of divine whispers behind closed doors. Your name is being spoken in places your feet haven't even touched yet. They are thinking about you more than they can explain. And it's not because of the image, it's because of the energy inside it. Your energy, the light I placed inside you, is louder than words, more powerful than beauty, more unforgettable than time. And they feel it. They feel you, child. This next part is important, so lean close. They are going to reach out, but not like before. This time it will feel like a collision of timing and truth, not scripted, not small talk, but sacred. You'll feel the difference. You'll feel me in it. Michael says you may hear from them in the middle of the night. When the world is quiet and the veil is thinner, don't be afraid. Don't overthink it. Let your heart answer. Because that moment has been in my calendar for far longer than you know, and there's something else I need you to understand. This connection, it's not ordinary. It never was. It's not just romance. It's restoration. It's divine assignment. It's the healing of generations. Your union was meant to carry light into dark places, to awaken parts of the world that only both of you together can touch. And now the timing is ripening. That's why you felt the urgency. That's why this message found you tonight. Because I couldn't allow you to go one more day doubting whether this was real. It is. It always has been. Even when they pulled away, even when they forgot, even when the silence lasted longer than your strength, I remembered Dot, and now I am awakening. That same memory in them, the picture that was the beginning, the friend. That was the confirmation. What comes next? The miracle. But child, you must stay present. You must stay open because fear is loud. But love, real love, divine love is louder. Do not let fear sabotage this. Do not let doubt delay this. This is the season where you walk into rooms where people whisper your name because heaven whispered it to them first. You are being seen, you are being drawn, and you are being honored not by chance but by prophecy. Archangel Michael is gathering the final scrolls of delay and tearing them apart. He is holding his sword of light and standing before every force that tried to separate you from what was yours. And he is speaking loudly now. Nothing will stop this alignment. Not this time. Do you hear him? He speaks for me. I'm the one who lit this fire. I'm the one who sent this friend to see your image. And I'm the one who is orchestrating the reunion, so trust this moment. Yes, your name is being remembered in the heart of the one you love. Yes, they are asking questions. Yes, they are feeling everything they buried. And yes, they are on their way back to you. Not just physically, but spiritually, because I, the Lord your God, am pulling strings in the unseen. Because I am a God of return, a God of resurrection, a God of full circle miracles. And beloved, this is your full circle. Let nothing distract you. Let no voice of fear steal this knowing. You are not waiting anymore. You are rising, my sweet child. I feel the tremble in your chest right now. It's not fear, it's awakening. That sensation in your body, the way your breath just slowed, the way your eyes softened as you read this, that's the spiritual realm opening a window. That's me pressing gently on your soul to say, keep reading. There's more. Because I'm not done revealing what I have planned for you. And child, it's so much greater than anything you've ever imagined. When your person's friend saw your picture, it wasn't an accident. That friend was nudged by the divine, pulled like a thread that I wove into this exact moment. I placed your image in front of them because it was time. Time for the veil to lift. Time for the heart that had been asleep to stir. Time for eyes that only saw the surface to suddenly see the spirit that lives inside you. The one I placed there before the beginning dot, and now every word you're reading is echoing inside the one you love. They are starting to feel things they can't explain. They're waking up from something. Something heavy, something false, something that clouded their vision. And that picture, it was the first crack in the wall. They looked at your face and something ancient moved inside them. Something pure, something that whispered, "You know this soul. You've seen this face in dreams. You forgot." It's not just that they remembered you. It's that they remembered who they are with you. You see, I don't do things halfway. I never planned for you to be a secret to them. I never intended for your presence to be ignored. You were meant to be seen fully, wholly, spiritually. And now that's what's beginning. The scales are falling off their eyes. Not all at once, but slowly, powerfully, gracefully, just as I intended. And this isn't about beauty though. Yes, your beauty is divine. It's about your frequency, your energy, your vibration. When they saw your picture, it wasn't your features that made them pause. It was your spirit. They felt something ancient, something rooted in heaven's soil, something that spoke to a part of them that had gone dry from the world's noise. They didn't just see you, they felt you, felt your presence ripple through their thoughts. And now, they can't stop thinking about you. They're trying to shake it. They don't understand why it hits so deep. But Michael and I, we do. Because we've been waiting for this moment, for this key, for this exact hour when remembrance would begin. Child, this isn't the first time your light reached them. But it was the first time they were ready to receive it. The first time they were still enough, quiet enough, hungry enough for truth to let it in. And now that they felt it, nothing will ever be the same again. I know, my love, you've been tired. You've been stretched. You've cried into pillows and asked me why they didn't see you sooner. Why did they pull away? Why silence spoke louder than their heart ever did? But child, it wasn't because they didn't care. It was because they weren't ready to recognize what they were holding. Your soul was too bright for a heart still hiding in the shadows, and I needed to prepare them. I needed to break the illusions. I needed to shatter the layers they built to protect themselves from the very thing they crave the most, truth. And you, beloved, are truth to them. You represent a level of love that terrifies the unready. Because when you show up, illusions collapse, games end. Masks fall. They know this. Deep down, that's why they ran. That's why they stayed distant. Because you saw them too clearly. And that's why they're returning, because you're the only one who ever did. Do you know how rare it is to be truly seen in this world? Do you know how many wander from face to face searching for someone who doesn't just glance but recognizes? And that's what you did for them. Even in silence, even in separation, your spirit has been speaking. They've been hearing your name in moments they can't explain, feeling your presence when the world goes quiet, and when their friend saw your image and said what they said. It unlocked something holy, something sacred, something I wrote into the fibers of time before either of you were born. Michael is showing me that their heart is softening. It's not weakness, it's strength, it's courage. It's the bravery to finally face what they've been running from. And what they've been running from is the magnitude of what you represent. You are not just a person to them. You are a promise. A promise of wholeness, of healing, of a love that doesn't play small. And that terrified them before, but now they're ready. Now they're hungry for it. Now they're remembering why they chose you before time began. And child, that remembering is going to change everything. So hold steady. Stay in your light. Don't dim yourself for anyone or anything. Because the brightness that once scared them away is now the very thing drawing them back. Your radiance is their compass. Your love is their home. And they're finally ready to return. Not to possess you, but to stand beside you. To fulfill the promise you both made in that moment before this life began. This is your season of divine alignment, of heavenly orchestration, of miracles that defy human explanation. So breathe deep, beloved. Let your soul expand. Because what's coming is greater than anything you've dared to dream. It's the fulfillment of a cosmic promise. And it starts now with a picture, with a friend's words, with a remembering that will shake the foundations of everything you thought you knew about love. You are seen. You are known. You are remembered. And now, finally, you are about to be reunited, not just in body, but in spirit, on purpose, in divine assignment. This is your moment, child. Step into it with all the courage and grace that I've placed within you, for you were made for this. You were chosen for this. And now, at last, it begins. Every heartbreak was part of preparation because I was not building a love that flickers. I was forging a bond that burns eternal. You didn't come this far to be forgotten. You didn't love this deeply to be overlooked. And I didn't anoint you with this light to leave you unseen. Your time of hiding is ending. Your time of love is beginning. But it will be higher, deeper, holier than before. When they reach out, and they will, you will feel the difference. It won't be forced. It won't be chaotic. It will be a whisper that feels like thunder in your soul, and it won't matter if it's a sentence, a song, a memory, or just a breath. They'll find a way because I'm the one guiding their steps. I'm the one whispering your name in their dreams. I'm the one making it impossible for them to run anymore. You were not meant to chase. You were meant to attract. And now your gravity is pulling in what has always been yours. The friend was just the spark, the match that lit the hidden room inside their heart. But you are the flame, the fire that warms, illuminates, purifies. The fire that calls them home. And home, my beloved, is you. So do not fear the timing. Do not question the shift. I am in it. Michael is beside it. And the heavens are cheering because finally, you're about to see what all that waiting was for. Breathe, my child. Let this message soak into your bones. Let my truth override every lie that said you were forgotten. You were never forgotten. You were hidden, protected, and now revealed. This is your revealing season, not just in their eyes, but in your own. You're going to remember who you are, whose you are, and why you were called to love with such depth in a shallow world. Because I needed someone strong enough to carry this kind of love, and I chose you. You didn't lose them. You loved them. And that love left a mark nothing can erase. Not time, not silence, not distance. And now I'm bringing it full circle. Stay with me. Stay expectant. Stay ready. Because what's coming next, what I'm about to place in your hands is not just an answer. It's a reward, and it will leave you breathless. You've waited long enough, my beloved, and heaven has seen it. Every time your heart broke and you looked up, whispering to me through tears, why does it feel like I'm being punished for loving purely? I heard it, and I wasn't ignoring you. I was storing every tear as seed, every cry as currency, because love like yours is not ordinary and therefore cannot come with ordinary timing. You are called to carry a love that reaches past the noise, past the surface, past the predictable rhythms of this world. And now the world that tried to make you doubt your value is about to witness just how powerful your presence is. The love you carry does not need approval to be divine. It already is. And the moment your person's friend saw your picture and reacted with such raw, unrehearsed awe, that was confirmation that the anointing you carry cannot be hidden anymore. I didn't allow you to be seen now because you finally earned it. I allowed you to be seen now because the atmosphere finally caught up with what I've always known. Your light was always meant to trigger awakenings. And that is exactly what's happening. Something has shifted in the spirit. Something that is waking your person up in layers. At first, they won't be able to explain the pull. They might try to distract themselves with routine, with people, with plans they once thought were solid. But nothing will feel the same. Nothing will satisfy me like before. Because once the soul recognizes its counterpart, the illusion of separation becomes unbearable. That friend was used like a mirror to reflect what your person has been ignoring for too long, that they still feel you, want you, need to understand you, and possibly desperately wish to return to you. But child, this return is not about romance alone. It's about purpose. It's about divine order. It's about the calling that was written over your life, and there's not just as individuals, but as one. You see, there's a reason you couldn't let go. It's not just love, it's assignment. There's a mission tied to your union, a wave of healing that will follow it. You weren't meant to just feel butterflies. You were meant to awaken dormant nations inside each other. And now that awakening is unfolding, whether they can articulate it or not. Michael is showing me a vision right now. Your person sitting in silence, remembering your eyes. Not your physical ones, but the ones that looked into their soul. There. Hearing things they thought they forgot. Phrases you said. Laughter you shared. Silences that meant more than words. These memories aren't nostalgia. They're prophecy revisiting them. It's the universe pulling them back to the place where truth lives. And I, your God, am allowing it, pushing it, fueling it, because the time has come. I no longer need them distracted. I need them aware. Aware that what you two shared was never random. Aware that walking away didn't delete the divine. Aware that while they were running, you were growing into someone they wouldn't just admire, but someone they would finally feel worthy of. And that, my child, is part of why I had to keep you separate for a season. You needed elevation. You needed healing. You needed to know that your worth is not dependent on their recognition, but on my choosing, and I chose you. I didn't just choose you for love. I chose you for legacy because you were willing to love with heaven's standard, not earth's limits. You loved even when it hurt. You believed even when logic mocked you. You prayed for someone who left you. You hoped when everyone else said, "Move on." That, child, is holy. That kind of love has weight in the spirit. That kind of love shifts generations. And now I am preparing to reward you for it. Don't be surprised when the signs intensify. When you hear their name in strange places. When you dream of them and wake up breathless. When a song plays and suddenly it feels like they're standing right next to you. That's not your imagination. That's synchronization. That's their soul brushing up against yours in the places the physical can't reach. I'm allowing this merge to happen slowly because the glory that will pour out from this reunion must be stewarded with wisdom. You are not just being reunited. You are being recommissioned. This time when they come, they will not come with apologies. They will come with understanding. They will not just offer affection. They will offer alignment. Because I've been working on them in secret. While you cried over unanswered texts, they were wrestling with dreams they couldn't explain. While you healed, they searched for someone to replace what they didn't realize was irreplaceable. While you grew stronger, they finally started to feel weak without you. And now the humility is setting in, the clarity, the craving, the longing. They are being prepared to see you not as a past mistake, but as a divine mystery they must now pursue with intention. And child, you don't need to chase. You never did. I made you magnetic for a reason. When someone carries heaven inside them, they don't need to shout to be seen. Your friend seeing your picture was no accident. It was a divine orchestration, a heavenly nudge to set in motion what has been brewing in the spiritual realm. That moment of recognition, that spark of awe in their friend's eyes, was a reflection of the light you carry, the love you embody, and the destiny that awaits. This revelation is not just about rekindling a romance. It's about igniting a purpose larger than both of you. It's about aligning two souls who were always meant to walk a path together, to create ripples of change in a world that desperately needs authentic love and unwavering faith. As you stand on the brink of this new chapter, remember that every tear, every moment of doubt, every silent prayer in the dark, they were all part of the preparation. You weren't just waiting. You were being refined, strengthened, and made ready for a love that will not just fill your heart, but will overflow into the lives of others. So hold steady, my beloved. The waiting is coming to an end. The reunion is on the horizon. But it's not just a reunion of hearts. It's a convergence of destinies. Your person is being awakened to the truth of who you are, who they are when they're with you, and the power of the love you share. This is your time. This is your season of revelation and restoration. Stand tall in the knowledge that you are seen, you are chosen, and you are deeply, eternally loved. The friend's reaction was just the beginning. What follows will be a testament to the faithfulness of a God who never forgets His promises and always rewards those who love with abandon. Your love story is about to become a living testimony, a beacon of hope for those who have lost faith in true connection. So breathe deep, open your heart, and prepare to receive the love you've always deserved. A love that will not just complete you, but will ignite a fire of purpose that will light up the world.